Hello everyone, I'm Akshay and welcome back to the United Talk. Once again, Manchester United players let down Manchester United fans. The jersey, the club, everything is so frustrating right now. It's so annoying. We as fans have been supporting the club for so long. It's not really disheartening to see what the players are doing on the field. I mean, last night's result was such a disappointing one. I mean, we lost against Sevilla, which is 12th in the La Liga, has been struggling in La Liga this season, and they are not that good in scoring goals even in La Liga against minor clubs, and they scored 3 goals against us. I mean, I don't want to put individual blames on everyone because everyone was poor. Few of the players were actually shit, but everyone was poor last night, and the people who were actually blaming Bruno Fernandes as he's not that passionate about the club, Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, they were actually talking about on Sky Sports that Bruno Fernandes were giving up his arms after that foul in that game. And look what happened in the midfield yesterday. Look what happened to that midfield, which was not comprised of Eriksen, Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro was there, Christian Eriksen was there, but the most elemental link of making those magic moments on the footballing field came from Bruno Fernandes. He was the one leader who actually showed some aggression, some passion, and sort of that winning mentality which we actually lacked last night. I was so sick and tired of watching that match again and again. This has been the course of Man United. I mean, I'm not talking about I'm not putting this blame on Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag, what he has done with this club, with this squad, with this management is by far the best thing that we could hope for. I mean, just imagine at the start of the season, the squad he was given, we actually believed, we were actually hoping in fact that with this kind of squad and with this backing of management, if he just gets us top 4, that's gonna be one hell of a season. Right now we are still in the top 4, we will surely be in the top 4, and we already won Carabao Cup. Now we are out of Europa League, we were out of we are still in FA Cup, so that's kind of like one ray of hope that maybe we can do something good as far as the trophies are concerned. But again, the lack of that winning mentality, the fight, the hunger was completely absent from the mind of these players. I was so disappointed last night. I couldn't even look at that game. David De Gea was poor. I'm not gonna say much about David De Gea because we all know that he has been an exceptionally brilliant servant. He's a great goalkeeper. We need him. I'm not gonna say that we need to buy some other goalkeeper just because of one last game. But what a blunder did he make last night. And the one person that I really want to stand out from everyone is Harry Maguire. That man, that big lump of shit that needs to, he actually needs to leave our club. He needs to go. This is why it says on the thumbnail, Harry Maguire needs to go. I can't even for a second now look at Harry Maguire and see that fucking man is actually wearing the armband. We conceded that first goal because of Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire raised his hand that, yeah, give me the ball to David De Gea, and the moment David De Gea gave him the ball, he couldn't even do shit about it because he was like surrounded by 3 players of Sevilla. And unfortunately, what happened? They scored 1-0 in the starting minutes of the game. Harry Maguire is kind of a player. He's turning into another Phil Jones. That man can't do shit. And Phil Jones, Harry Maguire, these kind of players are actually like skid marks in your toilet. No matter how hard you try to remove them, there's still something's gonna be there. And that's really disappointing to see because I'm sick and tired. Finally, we had a defensive pair of Varane and Martinez, and we were so happy with them. But God had other plans, and somehow again we are stuck with we are stuck with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. And look what happened last night. Every single player, I love Casemiro, but he misplaced many passes. He had a poor game. I love Anthony. I love Anthony Martial. I love Sancho, but there was no attack. Manchester United players actually gave up the match before even it started. The roar of the crowd was so humongous. These players couldn't even manage to put their heads up and play that game for that jersey. They couldn't even do shit about that, and that was really disappointing to see. And many people are actually blaming Eric Ten Hag for the strategy, the tactics, and everything. But just look at the squad. Bruno Fernandes is not available. Few of the players were injured. Rashford is coming back from the injury. Luke Shaw is coming back from the injury. Look at that squad. Look at that fucking squad that Glazers gave Eric Ten Hag to manage this club this season. What do you expect from him? That was the only viable options he had to put on the field, and he did. And look what happened. They couldn't even score one goal. They couldn't even make an attacking intent in the 90 minutes of the game. We lost that game 3-0. There's no excuse for any player. I'm sick and tired of defending Manchester United with my friends, with everyone on the social media, and I'm pretty much sure that everyone who's watching this video is tired and sick of putting up with this squad. How many times you have seen this? It's not even when we lost against Liverpool. I said this again and again. It's not about losing a match. Of course, I hate losing the match. If I'm a footballer, if I'm a football fan, I would hate to lose. But again, the way we lost that match was just like the way we lost to Liverpool. The heads were down. There was no attacking intent. The players gave up even before the start of the game. And I don't want this set of players at my club. I'm just sick and tired of it. Every single player made mistakes. Anthony tried. Sancho is actually oblivious to what to everything that is happening on the pitch. Sancho, when we signed Sancho, he was supposed to be the next star. I mean, I'm pretty much. I know that he had to go for that individual training managed by Eric Ten Hag and in Netherlands, and when he returned from that, he's still trying to pick up the pieces. But again, it was Sevilla, one of the minnows of La Liga. I mean, they have a perfect good record at home and they have a perfect record in Europa League. But still, your Manchester United player, show some skills, man. We signed you for around 100 million. Show some signs that you are a flair player, you are a star player of this club. Anthony Martial, he tried to do some things. His hold-up play was good. I'm not going to deny that his hold-up play was not good. But again, we missed that number 9, that poacher number 9 who can make a difficult life for the defenders. Anthony Martial couldn't do that last night. The midfield was pathetic. Casemiro made some horrendous passes. Sabitzer was out of his game. Christian Eriksen tried few things, but again, he is not Bruno Fernandes. And don't get me started on Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. I really believe that Harry Maguire needs to go. Victor Lindelof needs to go. We need to sign another pair of centre backs. You can't rely on Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, I don't even want to abuse right now Harry Maguire anymore because he's such a piece of shit. And the way he wears that armband with the pride that yes, I'm the captain of Manchester United Football Club. I mean, fuck off, man, fuck off. You're not captain of my club. You're just a pathetic old lump of shit, and you need to leave before you are kicked out. And I really hope that Eric Ten Hag kicks him out of the club in the coming summer window. I don't want him at my club. It's just so disheartening that you see these things. It's really disappointing as a Man United fan when you're starting a Man United fan channel and then you want to talk about Man United and the club's achievement and the club's success and the club's journey of another rebuild under Eric Ten Hag, and then you see these kind of games and you see these kind of performances and you really wish that okay, fine, but I don't even want to say anything anymore. I'm so distressed right now. Anyways, guys, if there's anything if there's anything up front on the ownership front, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna wrap this up now. I really hope that the guys who are actually doing me a favor of tuning and watching the show, keep supporting the channel, keep supporting Man United. Maybe someday we will be champions again, and maybe these bunch of I'm gonna say bottlers. I was actually saying Arsenal as bottlers in my previous video, but I'm gonna say Manchester United players are also bottlers now. Once again, they have been labelled as the bottlers, and because of their own performances, not because of any other rival club. It's because of their own performances. They are the bottlers, and let's hope they don't bottle the Sunday game in the FA Cup against Brighton. Let's hope that we win that game and we move on to the next phase of FA Cup. I still want us to win one more trophy. I still want us to win the FA Cup, because let's face it, we are the only team who can actually stop Manchester City of having that treble thing. We need to do something about it, and I really hope that these players haven't given up on that. I really need Man United to win this FA Cup, to do something about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the show. Please keep supporting the channel, keep supporting Man United. Until another interesting or some amazing story comes up, we're gonna do a match preview again, and let's hope that press conference we get some updates regarding the ownership in the next press conference of Erik ten Hag. Until then, please take care of yourself. Thank you for tuning in and watching the show. Glory, Man United. Bye bye.